Hello. Day 64 of 75 hard. An absolutely amazing day. I know it seems like I say that every single video, but this is honestly, I think this one tops it. This today was surreal. Um, it started off with, crushing cardio in the morning. It was only minus 25, so it's warming up and felt really hot outside actually because it was only minus 25 and not minus 45. So yeah, cardio was a breeze, which was good, I guess. And then my sales job. So like, I ended up getting 3 sales today, and no one else put up any on the board, and it was just crazy. Like I'm just getting good. And before I started this 2 weeks ago, I said I was gonna lead the team for the month, and I never even sold one, but I was certain I was gonna win. And I'm just learning so quick, I guess. And then, but today was crazy because I had put up 2 sales, and then we always have afternoon meetings, sales training meetings. And Big Boss Man texted me at like 45 minutes before and said, "Hey, I'm got spotty service, so like, can you just talk to everyone about their successes?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then I texted him back. I was like, "Sure." And then I said, "Are you gonna host it?" And then he never answered. And then come like meeting time, everyone's like, "Oh, is there a meeting?" And I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm gonna host it." And then so I hosted this meeting, and then everyone shows up, and I'm like, "Hey guys, like John asked me to ask you guys about your successes and stuff." And uh, one of the guys asked right away. He's like, "Well, why don't you tell us about yours?" And I was like, okay. And then so, because at that point I had already 2 sales, and so I just went through it, I guess. And I just told everyone like what I thought was I was doing right and stuff, I guess. And I think everyone seemed to really like it. And then after the meeting actually went a little bit long because I was just having a good time and people are asking questions. And then after the meeting ended, one of the new girls phoned me actually and asked me for all this advice. And I was like, "Holy, like, are you sure I'm qualified? Like, I only started 2 weeks ago here." And then so I talked to her for a half hour and really put her at ease and helped her out a lot. And I got a lot of faith in her. I think she's gonna crush it too. So I gave her all my knowledge. And then what happened was, so like that part was good. And then after the meeting closed, it's usually about supper time for me. So I warmed up my food, my beef and rice for the second time today, the 64th day in a row. So that means I've eaten beef and rice 128 times in a row now. That's all I've had other than protein shakes. So that's pretty amazing to me actually too, now that I think about it. But so I ate supper, and then I was just like, I was sitting at 2 sales, and I was like, I need the hat trick. I need the hat trick before I go to the gym. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm going for it. And then so I just started calling, and I think it only took 5 calls, honestly. I'm pretty sure it was only 5 calls. The first person already had our product, and then a few people just like weren't qualified. And then yeah, the 5th one I just closed, and it was a bit of a grinder, but closed it. And I was just like, wow, I just got a hat trick. I just led the sales meeting. I just, what is going on here? So I just like, I'm asking myself, like, am I qualified? Like, why are these people asking so much of me? And then I'm like, well, shit, like maybe I am. I don't know. And like, but it feels good. It feels right. Like I think with leadership, you're never like, you don't ever feel like you're perfect, and you're not supposed to. Like, a good leader is always adaptive. They're always learning. And I'm just looking to help people. And I've always said this, that you don't ask to lead, you are asked to lead. There's a huge difference. And it just seems like people are asking me to lead now, and I'm just like, okay, like, are you sure? And so they I don't know, like, I'm just following naturally into these leadership roles in my life, and everything's just going so well. And I don't know, like, I don't have doubts. I definitely don't have any doubts. But I'm just like, what, like, is this really happening? And then like my course, my trading course, I finished that. Like, I just work on that at nights. And so I finished that. I uploaded it to the platform. It's good to go. My buddy's trying it out right now, so I'm super excited for that because I know it's going to help so many people. And the greatest thing with that trading course is that you get me. And so like I can't wait to like bring on students and just like help them. Like it's not a course or like a product where you're just like, yeah, buy my shit and then fuck off. It's like, no, like I'm here to help. Like if you are unsuccessful, then I'm unsuccessful. Like it is my job to make sure that you are well off. Like whatever this course costs, like whatever I charge for it, I will ensure that you make 5 times more than you ever spent on this course, at least. Like I feel so good leading people to success, or in some sort of way to bettering themselves, I guess. Like it just feels so natural. Even though I look back, I'm like, I don't know if I'm qualified, but then like, am I qualified to lead the sales meeting, and give training? And it's like, well, fuck, I mean, I have the most sales this month, so it's like, well, like, I guess, I don't know. And like, if they're asking me to, it's like, okay, well, if they're asking me to, I'm going to step up and I'm going to crush it. And then like, this is another weird thing. This is irrelevant to like sales and winning, but it's just amazing I swear, anything I set my mind on, like I got to be so careful now because it becomes reality really fast. So like, there's this girl that lives in, like, I live in a big condoplex, and she might actually watch this, to be honest, but I don't care. There's this girl that lives in this condoplex, and she's pretty good looking, and she's actually good friends with my cousin, so I do know her. I know of her. She's really nice too, which is good. But I had some thoughts about her the last few days, and I was like, well, like, she might be a bit of a distraction, but maybe I should just see what she's up to. But I never reached out to her, nothing, never talked to her. Next thing you know, tonight, I get a random Snapchat from her. I'm like, uh-oh, I haven't even opened it yet. I'm scared. I'm like, oh my God, like, I just don't even, I mean, I'll open it, but I'm just like, I'm so curious now, because it's like, I had these thoughts, and now it's just like, boom, here you go. It's like, I gotta be so careful of where I put my mind now. Like, when I put my mind to getting sales, I knock out a hat trick. So when I put my mind in the gym, I crush it. Like, when I put my mind to getting my course done. So it's just, I gotta be careful where I put my mind. Like, make sure it's actually what I want. Make sure it's all positive. Yeah, I'm not worried about anything being negative, because I don't have negative thoughts now. Like zero. I'm just blissfully aware. I don't know. I'm just pure positive. But I mean, if I think I want something, I have to be really sure that I want it, because if I want it even just a little bit, it seems to just happen now. So I don't know, guys. Life is so good right now. I don't know if it's just, I really think discipline and faith together is the ultimate combination of traits, and it just leads you to pure happiness and success and fulfillment and everything. I think that is literally the key, is discipline and faith. And I mean, as far as leadership goes, like, leadership in sales is the most desired positions in this world right now. It always will be. They're the highest paid positions. We need leaders, and like, this world is so fucked up right now. We need leaders more than ever. Good leaders, real leaders, not shitty fucking elected politicians that don't give a shit about anyone. They just count their money. Your money. They count your money and then they pocket it. But we need real leaders, guys. And so it's just so important, and it's crazy to me that I'm just like fulfilling these roles now just naturally. Like, it's very fluid. It's not abrasive. There's no friction. It's just like, I'm being called upon and I'm delivering, and I'm just going to continue to do so. I'm just going to keep improving, keep going. Like, I'm not looking back. Like, this is life now. Like, this is what winning feels like. And I'm addicted to winning now. Like, Andy Frisell talks about, like, do you love winning more than you hate losing? And he says most people hate losing, but like, I fucking hate losing. Don't get me wrong. I'm very competitive, but like, I love winning. Fuck. Like, now that I've tasted it too, and I tasted it, and I know I'm capable, and I'm just like, well, like, hey, let's get a hat trick, and I could have went for 4, and the crazy thing is, like, now my standards keep raising. So, a sale in a day was a good day before, but now I'm like, ooh, like, that's it. Like, I can do more. Like, so now that I've tasted 3 sales in a day, I'm like, is this going to become the norm? Like, is 3 sales, like, because 3 sales was an amazing day today, but like, a week from now, 3 sales might be a bad day. So that's kind of, it's interesting how you progress in every way, mentally, physically. You just, with 75 hard, you just keep pushing the envelope, and you keep, like, most people drop their standards to like non-existent, or they say like, I have standards, but then they fucking go against them all the time. So it's like, well, if you don't uphold your standards, you actually don't have any. So it's like, but I'm just naturally increasing them, and I'm enjoying it. Like, it's not like, oh, like, I got 3 sales days, so tomorrow I have to get 4. It's like, I got 3 sales today, and tomorrow I'm gonna get 4. So like, that's it. It's just pure. I'm all in, and I'm just ready to win, and I am winning, and I just, like, I feel unstoppable. Like, I'm not. I just love this. Like, it feels so good. It feels so right, and I think 75 hard is obviously the foundation of it, mixed with heavy faith, mixed with just sheer discipline and vision and accountability. You can't beat it, and it really is just the recipe for success. Like, it's so simple now to me, and I mean, I don't know, like, it sucks that, like, for 26 years of my life, I was a piece of shit, but I guess, I learned a lot about myself, and it's really important. I guess you have to develop yourself in a lot of ways before, like, I needed to go through a lot of shit before I realized and was prepared for what I'm going through now. Like, what I'm doing now, I couldn't have done 5 years ago. I had to go through a lot of shit first, and so I don't know. It's hard to look back and kind of think, well, what if I wasted all this time doing this shit? But it was necessary. God has a plan. Like, it's all part of the process. So you just kind of, growth is growth, so it's just kind of ugly at some points, and like right now it's really nice looking, so, and it seems like very exponential, right? Which most growth isn't, but for me it just seems like it now. So, and I just get better and better and better, and I'm just more willing, and I'm like, give me more responsibility, give me this, give me that, and I just pick something. I'm just like, I got this, and then I'm delivering, and it feels good. Like, I look myself in the mirror, and whatever I say, I do. So, and there's no exceptions. There's everything's a non-negotiable with me. Like, it's not up for debate. I'm doing it, and I'm fucking murdering it. Like, I don't, I really focus on not leaving anything on the table, and I think that's just crucial to living a happy, fulfilling life too. Like, if you know in your heart that you left shit on the table and you could have done more, it haunts you. And for me now, it's just like, there's more and more on the table, and I'm just taking more and more. Like, I'm not leaving anything. So it's the best mindset to have, I think, and I'm really grateful for the position I'm in now and the person I'm becoming, and my ability to serve is just increasing, and it's wonderful. Like, it's really, there's a few moments today I was just like, I had to take some time and just really, I don't know, like, reflect, I guess, and just like be grateful for the opportunity and, the awakening I've had, and just everything that's happening in my life now. Like, I'm just it's so perfect. I'm just filled with happiness and joy, and I just want more every day though. Like, I'm excited. Like, I jump out of bed to do cardio and push-ups and sit-ups, and then I just fucking crush the day, and I just love it the whole time. Like, there's no dreading anything. Like, it's just, every day is just such a blessing. So I just utilize it to its fullest extent, which everyone should do, but most don't. But for me, I really truly am now, and it's the greatest feeling ever. So becoming a leader is just, it's what I've always meant to, like, I've always been meant to do, and then now I'm just doing it, and doesn't require any thought or anything. It just, I'm showing up to bat. Like, it's, I got called upon today to lead, and I just did it, and I'll do it again if I need it, and again and again and again. And then once this trading course really gets going, and I know it will, like, I'm gonna get a lot of students, and then I'm ready for them. I'm here to help them, every single one of them, until they're successful. I got you, and then I'm gonna branch off and build up my big business that will really change a lot of things, and will bring so much resources to my life, and I can't even begin to think about like building that. It's gonna be just it's gonna be overwhelming, like in an amazing way. Like, it's just so, I'm doing all these little things right now, just building up skills and stuff and preparing myself, but again, it's moving so fast. So like what I thought I was capable of 6 months ago, or like right now, what I think would take 6 months is like now becoming 2 months probably. So I mean, within a year, holy man, my life is going to be different. It's already so different in a couple months. So like, so different, the way I think, the way I feel, the way I react, the way I visualize, the way I interact with people. It's so different already, and that's why I'm going to continue 75 hard, because it's serving me so well, and I'm just going to keep going with it and just keep bringing in this good shit into my life. I don't know, so I'm going to keep going. I love it. I love being a leader. I love helping people. I love serving my purpose. I love becoming the best version I can be.